As technology has evolved and been integrated into our society, it has helped us learn and discover many new things. Looking into, more specifically, how technology's rising integration in classrooms. A 2017 article titled "The Prevalence of One-to-One Computing and Beyond" by marketing communications specialist Katie Labar. She breaks down in this article the results from a survey done by Front Row Education, an educational software platform. And in this survey, they randomly selected 2,500 teachers and administrators of grades K through 12. And of the 2,500, 75% of them reported that they implement technology in their daily schedule with their students. However, the rise in rates of for one-to-one device per student and implementation of social media for learning is hurting our education and how well we perform. Hello, my name is Austin Sawyer, and today I will be discussing whether or not social media multitasking and student devices are positively or negatively affecting academic performance. So to start things off, I'm going to define what multitasking is, and according to author and Department of Curriculum and instructor at the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Lau Wilfred, defines multitasking in an academic journal called Computers in Human Behavior. And he defines multitasking as the engagement in one or more tasks within a given period of time. From there, he breaks it down into three other forms. The first one being dual tasking, which is someone who completes two tasks simultaneously; rapid attention switching, which is change between focus of task; and then continuous partial attention, which is partial attention to one or more tasks continuously. And then he eventually defines social media multitasking as simultaneous participation in activities, and of those activities, at least one of them being media related, and it can occur between different devices or just a single device. So another thing that I think fits teens in this multitasking world nowadays is the term FOMO. And if you don't know what that means, it's the fear or feeling of missing out. And teens are always under this kind of pressure and stress of always feeling the need to stay connected to one another. And they use social media to interact. It's their form of communication and rely on it somewhat. So it kind of leads to the term FOMO, or like the fear of missing out. And like I said, there's like time and place for everything. That goes along with time management. So that's why I think younger kids and just young adults have bad time management skills and don't necessarily use their time in the right places throughout the day. So that leads to multitasking. So I found another article from an author named Nicholas Carr, who is a world-renowned writer of technology and culture. And in his 2008 Atlantic article, he elaborates on why we use technology for everything we do, and we're starting to rely on it too much. And in the article, he quotes, "The internet and a measurably powerful computing system is subsuming most of our other intellectual technologies. It's becoming our map, clock, printing press, typewriter, calculator, telephone, radio, and TV." And I chose this quote because I think it goes along really well with this, because we kind of all are subsumming to that. We all are using technology for literally everything we do. And kind of an example of that is like, so instead of having to solve a traditional math problem with pen and paper or reading a map to get directions to go somewhere, that's become a nuisance and something of the past, because we can all do it on one device instead of having to focus on different things. And that takes all of our separations of focus on one specific thing and getting that done, and it kind of puts it all together into one device. So the positives and negatives of the integration of student devices and social media multitasking. So using social media for academic purposes really extends the interaction beyond the traditional classroom. So in Lau's study, he also found out that class discussions on Twitter or Facebook showed a correlation with students having higher levels of engagement, therefore leading to higher GPAs. And There was also results from Labar's article as well, and it found a positive result of the one-to-one implementation of devices to students, leading to a positive correlation in higher test scores of math, science, reading, and English. So some negatives though, obviously bringing in technology and using social media to learn and for teaching purposes can easily be a distraction, especially with the attention span of young adults and little kids, especially grades K through 12. It kind of limits the cognitive capabilities. So instead of, like I said earlier, like doing a traditional math problem with pen and paper, you know, you're kind of limiting your brain from really like seeing how to do the whole problem and how to learn and take in all that information because it's on a screen. And then professor in family and child studies at the University of Amsterdam, Winky van der Schuur, conducted a study that found strong correlations of youth engaging in high levels of media multitasking that led to them having sleep problems. So after reviewing results from surveys, researching, and experiencing social media multitasking personally, I believe that the effects are overall just negative because they definitely outweigh the positives. And obviously teens are going to use social media and their devices for reasons other than learning and in the classroom. And I think that we shouldn't be forgetting about the past. You know, we're not going to get rid of the integration of technology because that's just how society is going to go and how we're going to change and evolve. But I don't think we can forget about the past because I think we should use the integration of the devices and the positive sides of using social media to get exposure outside the classroom in a different setting. I think we should use the devices instead to really help understand students as learners.